just the excitement of those first 2 points in the NHL for you?
Первые 2 очка, которые заработал в НХЛ, как тебе вообще?
Да, конечно, все прекрасно. Сегодня подняли чуть повыше в тройке, и знаю вот этих партнеров, ребят, с которыми играю, понимаю, что от меня требовалось в этой линии, и удалось, так скажем, отличиться результативными действиями.
Well, he's excited, obviously. Good game for the whole team, and finally got first 2 points and new line for him today. And I think the chemistry was there. He he knew exactly what needed to be done playing with those guys, and the result was there.
What did you like most about playing with someone like Connor Brown?
He gave me puck. He always talk with me on the ice. When I see him, he always talk with you back, right? And he do hard work. He always go pressure with me, and Glasser read situation. Mm-hmm. He support me in our zone, sometimes help me. He good skater.
Thank you. Brownie, new team, you always want to make yourself, get on that board early. For you, just what was tonight like to get those 2 goals?
Well, it was great. It's nice to contribute early in the season, kind of get it out of the way. And I thought it was 2 great plays by Gritzy. I thought we had some good chemistry, me, him, and Glasser, so it was a fun night.
And it's one of those things where you don't really know. You only had one morning skate, kind of figuring it out. What was so special about maybe that type of connection and how he sees plays?
I think speed. He plays with a lot of speed. I think I play with a lot of speed. So I think we're able to turn the corner pretty quick. Like on that first goal and in that second goal, he's able to back the D off so I can come underneath. And so, yeah, he's a really good player, so it's going to be fun.
What did you like most about kind of the way that you guys rebound? It's early in the season, but it was a game in Carolina that no one was happy with.
Yeah.
What did you learn about this group?
Well, tonight wasn't perfect, but I thought, I thought we were having fun. I think, going into that Carolina game, I think there's immense amount of expectations. We're trying to win it all, win the whole thing in one night, and you can't do that. It kind of sucked the joy out of it. And so tonight, I felt like we really got back to having fun. It was a good vibe in here before the game, good vibe throughout, and so I think it resulted in just a cleaner brand of hockey.
How about those last couple, I guess, minute and a bit with the puck over the glass, and then just that PK work for everybody?
Yeah, it was a little bit hectic. Obviously, it was, but it showed a lot of guts from our team. So it was, it showed the desperation and how much these guys care and want to win, and how much we want to win. So obviously, I think there's some things we can clean up down the stretch. But all in all, I thought it was a really good effort.
Thanks. Timo, certainly has to be satisfying for this group. I know you guys weren't really happy with that opening performance, but to come in here, dictate play the way you guys did.
Yeah, it was a good, really good response, especially early. The way we handled the first situation, first period, the way they kind of came out, they tried to get under skin, but we stayed calm and we handled it the right way and came out of the first period with a 3-0 lead. In the second period, I think we did some good things. They made a push, they came back, and then in the third we took over again. And at the end, unbelievable effort by everybody there to keep the puck out of net and taking everything it took. Just really awesome to see.
You talk about that second period. How important are moments like that? I know it's early in the season, but in a season to have a period like that, but not take your foot off and reestablish your game, right?
Yeah, really important, especially kind of face that early in the season, second game. Like you said, we didn't like the first game, and just come out in the third, stay calm, believe in that if we play the right way, we're going to come out on top. And like I said, at the end, everybody put everything on the line, and it just shows what we're capable of. And now it's about building and keep getting better and learning every day.
One of the things that people talk so much about this team is you guys can score the fancy types of goals, but really your goal is just opportune moment, you guys sort of crashing that crease, right?
Yeah, you got to, especially early in the game, obviously put pucks on net and then just try to get there and kind of, and that way create your flow and just work, put pucks there, win your battles. I thought we did a good job in the first period, especially. We're winning a lot of battles that we didn't do in Carolina, so that's going to be a key thing for us, winning a lot of battles all over the ice.
Your first impressions of seeing Arseny and Brownie go to work together?
Yeah, it was awesome. They both had really good nights, and it's, I think, up and down the lineup, everybody was contributing tonight, and that's important for us. That's how we're going to have success.
Thanks, Timo.
I got to imagine this was the response you were looking for following the game on Thursday night. Just want to ask you about the process, getting out to a big lead, managing the momentum swings in the second, and then really having that surge in the third and the resilience in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think you summarized it nicely. It's, really good start, good effort from our guys to take a hold of the game. Tampa's going to have their looks, they're going to have their push, or just like us, they didn't like their result in their first game or here in their building. That with their talent that they have, they're going to have a push. I didn't mind our second period. I thought we had some looks of our own, and like their first goal comes out the end of a really good shift in the offensive zone from the Glendenning line, and then we just lose the puck. They go down the other way and they score after a real long shift in that end. So. Stuff like that, and then the second, comes off at the end of a really good power play. I thought it was our best power play of the two games we played, and had some looks and didn't score. All of a sudden, it's 3-2. So, those kind of things can challenge you as a team. And the way we came out in the third period, responding, the penalty kill, just so many things that could have gone real bad for us today. The guys just dug in, whether it's, like I say, that shorthanded goal by Brader, the penalty kill in general. And I don't love that we had to kill one at the end and hold on like that, but just to see the effort, the determination, the will of our guys to keep the puck out of the net to the end, blocking shots and diving around. This is game 2 of the regular season, and to see that type of commitment bodes well for us to build something here.
Well, Sheldon, a little bit of maybe an identity game from the perspective of, at the start I talked to Brader and also Connor about it. It almost seemed like Tampa wanted to almost kind of establish a little bit of physicality, dominate, kind of bully, but you guys didn't have any of that. In fact, what can you say about just the captain saying, you know what, I'm going to put everyone on my back and I'm going to show we're going to work through this and we're going to take charge of this game.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, a lot happened in the game tonight, but, as you say, I think from the start, there's some pretty heavy scrums and there's fists flying, and Tampa has clearly come into the game a little bit angry, I would say, probably from their last game as we were. So I thought we stood our ground nicely. We took a hold of the game through working and competing, and a lot of our goals came out of our checking. I just liked all 4 lines today, the way that they worked and competed. Some lines scored, some lines didn't, but just the way that everybody competed and defended against really good players. Jack's line had to play against, their best guys pretty much the entire night, and, 2 of the hardest defensemen in the NHL to play against, and managed the game really well, and I thought helped us out tremendously, to get our whole team going.
By necessity, you had to make some line changes, and you had Arseny up there with Connor Brown. Obviously, they connect for 2 goals. What did you like most about the way their speed really tended to complement one another?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, both those goals you're talking about are good sequences. Grits makes good skill plays, and then Brownie as well. He has that skill set to tap into. Great, first goal's a great net drive and great play by Grits to get him there, and then the second one, great shot and by Brownie. He scored some goals in his time too, so he knows how to do that. And that was great to see. Those are good moments in the game, to see those guys contributing like that. But as I said, it's not just about the goals or who scored them. In fact, I had to go back through the game sheet to see exactly who scored and who got the points and all that sort of stuff, because I just thought it was a really solid team effort, and that's what it takes. And at the end of the day, if we end up more than the other team, we're good. And in time, everybody's going to have their nights where the offense goes their way.
Well, I wanted to ask quickly, if we have the time, about the penalty kill. You alluded to the fact that it was excellent tonight, outside of maybe having to kill in the last 2 minutes. Just 2 power plays or penalty kills in the second and third that really could have been an opportunity for Tampa to shift that. But being so consistent in that area.
Yeah, no question. I mean, their power play is such a driver for their team offensively, and just drives their entire game. So you need to stay out of the penalty box when you're playing them. And I thought obviously we did a good job of that in the first period, and we knew we were going to have some kills to deal with. But I thought we just, I thought we swallowed them up pretty good, and that's not an easy task. I thought Shazi had a great plan for the guys today, and they went out and worked and executed, and that can be a tough task going against that power play. They've been so good for so long, and I know they've moved some pieces in and out along the way, but the core of it is just so creative and in sync that they really test you, and our guys weren't having it today. So it was really good to see that as part of what I thought was a pretty complete game, despite the fact the game gets hard at 3-2, gets hard again at 5-3. It's a good effort all the way through, and lots for us to build on.
Well, Sheldon, we had a lot of